Now the vapor pressure of a solvent in solution is less than that of the pure solvent. Rault established that the lowering of vapor pressure depends only on the concentration of the solute particles and it is independent of their identity. Now this equation gives the relation between vapor pressure of the solution, P1 denotes vapor pressure of the solution, mole fraction of the solvent, this x1 denotes mole fraction of the solvent and P01 denotes the vapor pressure of pure solvent. So vapor pressure of solution is equal to mole fraction of solvent multiplied by the vapor pressure of pure solvent. Now reduction in vapor pressure, what will be the reduction in vapor pressure? The reduction in vapor pressure will be vapor pressure of pure solvent minus vapor pressure of the solvent in solution or vapor pressure of the solution. So delta P1 is equal to P01 minus P1. Now what is P1? P1 is equal to mole fraction of the solvent multiplied by vapor pressure of pure solvent. Putting the value of P1 in the above equation, this expression is obtained. Now according to this expression, lowering of vapor pressure is equal to vapor pressure of pure solvent minus vapor pressure of pure solvent multiplied by mole fraction of the solvent. Taking P01 as common, lowering of vapor pressure is equal to P01 and in brackets 1 minus x1. Now what is 1 minus x1? Now mole fraction of solvent plus mole fraction of solute is equal to 1. x1 and x2 denote the mole fraction of solvent and solute in the solution. So mole fraction of solvent plus mole fraction of solute in solution is equal to 1. Mole fraction of solute is equal to 1 minus x1. That is 1 minus mole fraction of solvent. Putting the value of 1 minus x1 in this equation, the equation obtained is delta P1 is equal to mole fraction of solute multiplied by vapor pressure of pure solvent. Now in a solution containing several non-volatile solutes, the lowering of vapor pressure depends on the sum of the mole fractions of different solute. Now when delta P1 is divided by P01, then this denotes the relative lowering of vapor pressure and this relative lowering of vapor pressure is equal to mole fraction of solute. So in this equation, taking P01 to the left hand side of the equation, we get relative lowering of vapor pressure, that is delta P1 divided by P01 is equal to mole fraction of solute. Now putting the value of delta P1, the expression is P01 minus P1 divided by P01 is equal to mole fraction of solute. So P01 minus P1 divided by P01, this is known as relative lowering of vapor pressure. So the expression on the left hand side of the equation is the relative lowering of vapor pressure and it is equal to x2, means mole fraction of solute. Now mole fraction of solute is equal to moles of solute divided by moles of solvent plus moles of solute. That is moles of solute divided by total number of moles. Putting the value of mole fraction of solute, relative lowering of vapor pressure is equal to N2 divided by N1 plus N2, where N1 denotes moles of solvent and N2 denotes moles of solute present in the solution. Now for dilute solutions. For dilute solutions, the amount of solute is very less in comparison to the solvent. So in denominator, N2 can be neglected. N2 is very less in comparison to N1. So neglecting N2 in the denominator, relative lowering of vapor pressure is equal to moles of solute divided by moles of solvent. Now moles of solute will be equal to weight of solute divided by molecular weight of solute and moles of solvent will be equal to weight of solvent divided by molecular weight of solvent. Putting the values, this expression is obtained. Now from this equation, if all other quantities are known, molar mass of the solute can be calculated.